What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, June 15th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Late night talk show host set aside most of the jokes Monday night, using the time instead to focus on the shooting at Orlando's Pulse nightclub early Sunday morning that left 49 victims dead. TV's most popular host took a moment to speak out about the terrorist attack and what it means to the country, ETOnline.com reported. Jimmy Fallon and James Corden, who addressed the shootings while hosting the Tony Awards Sunday night, both addressed the topic and spoke of coping with the love and loss. Trevor Noah and Conan O'Brien used their time to take firm stance on the need of gun control reform in the United States. Seth Meyers broke down the incident with details about how it happened and how politicians responded. O'Brien and the father of two talked of the senseless violence and how it does not make sense to him that people buy an assault weapon, people reported. Omar Mateen of Port St. Lucie, Florida, was killed by police, but not before he killed 49 people and injured 53 with an assault rifle in the Orlando club. About the time of the shooting, Mateen called 911, pledging his allegiance to the Islamic State and mentioning the Boston bombers. The Voice star Christina Grimmie was remembered by friends and family Monday as her brother also paused during a vigil to remember the many victims of Orlando's terrorist attack Sunday. Eversham, New Jersey Mayor Randy Brown and several of her closest friends spoke about the Voice contestant's love of life and her strong Christian faith and how her life was tragically cut short. Grimmie was fatally shot Friday night while signing autographs after her Plaza Live concert in Orlando. The Orlando Police Department confirmed that 27-year-old Kevin James Lobio was the sole assailant who subsequently shot and killed himself after her brother Marcus Grimmie tackled him to the ground. Marcus Grimmie became emotional while speaking to the crowd about his baby sister and the mass shooting in Orlando, in which occurred early Sunday morning in a gay club, leaving 49 victims dead and 53 others wounded. He told the vigil crowd, he reported, "She loved this town, she loved this state, she loves singing, she loved the Lord, and she loved me, and she was my baby sister." Marcus Grimmie said Voice coach Adam Levine paid for Christina's funeral. Levine previously spoke about how devastated he was over the tragedy. Marcus Grimmie said Selena Gomez is singing a song and crying during her concert. These people at the Orlando nightclub didn't have that, and we are blessed. She's in a better place. Thank you to everyone once again. I wish I could elaborate more. You guys didn't know her like I did, so thank you. This is awesome. The mayor also spoke. He said, "Your heart can be empty because you can't see her, or you can't be full because of the love you share. You can remember only that she's gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty, and turn your back, or you can do what she would want, smile and open your eyes, smile, love, and go on." Eversham's township officials coordinated the vigil in Memorial Park for Grimmie, who first became a YouTube teen sensation by singing and playing keyboard versions of other artists' songs, the Courier Post reported. She later boosted her popularity after placing third in the Voice competition in 2014. The 500 or so people in attendance became hushed even before the vigil ceremony started. Mourners began arriving more than an hour before the vigil. One of them was Grimmie's adopted aunt, Hope Compton of Summerdale. She said she flew to California to be with Grimmie's mother, Tina, then flew back to New Jersey with her Monday afternoon. Compton said, breaking down as she talked about getting the phone call that the singer had been shot, "It doesn't seem real, but we'll see her again in heaven." With rainbows, flags waving, and cell phones lighted in the crowd, Lady Gaga led a vigil Monday night in Los Angeles, urging unity in the wake of the mass shooting at Orlando's Pulse nightclub. She proclaimed before the thousands of crowds, "Orlando, we are united with you." The LA vigil was one of many held across the country to remember the 49 victims of the terrorist attack. Others gathered in San Diego, New York City, London, and Orlando. A video from London showed thousands of people pouring in the cobblestone streets in solidarity with those who perished and were injured when the lone gunman opened fire in the club early Sunday morning, the Daily News reported. Gaga's surprise appearance brought gas to the crowd. She called the shooting, quote, an attack on humanity itself, urging everyone to mourn these innocent, beautiful people, the Los Angeles Times reported. She said, let's all today pledge an allegiance of love to them and to their families who are suffering so deeply. The Los Angeles LGBT Center organized a rally. The Islamic Center of Southern California and the Interfaith Communities United for Justice and Peace held a separate vigil in Koreatown, and a third took place at Mickey's West Hollywood, a gay nightclub on Santa Monica Boulevard. San Diego LGBT Community Center hosted a candlelight vigil. Rabbi Denise L. Edgar of Congregation Kol Ami told the West Hollywood crowd, let us not forget that it is time to mourn. We must mourn those amazing, precious souls in Orlando. Juan Carlos Hernandez, a downtown shop owner, wore a Mexican flag draped over his shoulders. Hernandez said he was saddened by the deaths of so many young people, many of them Latinos. Hernandez said from Acapulco, they were so young, beginning a life in the great freedom of this country. In Spanish, he said, nobody has the right to snuff out their lives. Hollywood City Councilman John Duran spoke, urging vigilance. He recounted the LGBT's community struggles and victories, including the Stonewall Inn riots, the HIV crisis, and the gay marriage fight. The cops showed up Monday at Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's downtown LA home after Depp's people showed up to claim some of his belongings. While Heard has a restraining order against Depp, this visit from his people was not a violation of that order. Los Angeles police officer Tony M. said. M said officers responded by the Oscar-winning actor's home simply for a civil standby. M said a representative for Johnny responded to retrieve some of his personal belongings. He said Johnny is not in any kind of violation, adding that neither Depp nor Heard were at the home at the time. It was Heard's attorney, however, who called the police. Heard filed for divorce a little over a year after marrying him. Depp is reportedly still on vacation on his private island in the Bahamas, people reported. As part of the restraining order, Depp must stay 100 yards away from the house. Heard got the restraining order in late May. He is, however, allowed to remove clothing and other belongings he might need for a Friday court hearing scheduled to determine whether to extend the temporary restraining order. According to the move-out order, Depp can only take clothing and belongings he would need until the hearing. Donald Glover is being linked to Marvel's Spider-Man Homecoming. The 32-year-old actor who performs music as Childish Gambino is in talks to appear in the forthcoming reboot, news outlets reported Tuesday. Details of Glover's potential character are being kept under wraps. Tom Holland will star as Peter Parker, a.k.a. Spider-Man, with Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and Michael Keaton as the villain. Spider-Man Homecoming is directed by John Watts and opens in theaters July 7, 2017. Holland's turn as Spider-Man follows Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's big screen portrayals of the character. The 20-year-old actor said at CinemaCon in April, I think you're going to get to see a side of Peter Parker you'd never seen before. Obviously, I'm far younger. He added, we're going to see a kid who's trying to do his algebra homework, but also trying to make New York a safer place, so it's a really fun balance between the two. Glover lobbied to play Spider-Man himself prior to Garfield's casting. The actor, who is best known for portraying Troy Barnes on Community, later voiced Miles Morales in the animated series Ultimate Spider-Man. Disney released a trailer for the upcoming film Pete's Dragon, described as a reimagining of Disney's 1977 film starring Helen Reddy, Mickey Rooney, Red Buttons, and Shelley Winters. The nearly 2.5-minute trailer shows a forest ranger named Grace, portrayed by Bryce Dallas Howard, taking in Pete played by Oaks Fagley, a 10-year-old boy whose best friend happens to be a dragon named Elliot. The film also stars Robert Redford as an old woodcarver named Mr. Meacham, who is known for sharing stories about a dragon. Wes Bentley and Una Lawrence play a father and daughter who help Grace in her quest to uncover Pete and Elliot's origins. Pete's Dragon is directed by David Lowery, who wrote the screenplay with Toby Holbrooks, based on a story by Seton I. Miller and S.S. Field. It is expected to be released in theaters August 12, 2016. Nickelodeon announced Monday that its new Hey Arnold movie has been given a name. It's Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie. Hey Arnold ran on Nickelodeon from 1996 to 2004 and follows the adventures of fourth-grade Arnold, who lives in a boarding house with his grandparents. A Hey Arnold movie, sensibly titled Hey Arnold the Movie, hit theaters in 2002 and grossed $15 million. The new 2-hour TV movie, Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie, premieres next year and resumes the action where the show left off. The movie promises to resolve unanswered questions and plot lines, including Arnold finally getting answers about the whereabouts of his missing parents. Vince Viscardi, the Senior Vice President of Content Development, Nickelodeon, says in a statement, "We're incredibly fortunate to work with talented voice actors who brought to life one of the most celebrated cartoons in Nickelodeon's history. The voice cast is an essential piece to the Hey Arnold universe, and we're excited for new generation fans to hear these characters in a new TV movie." Craig Bartlett, the original Hey Arnold screenwriter, is writing and executive producing the TV movie, Variety reported. The announcement comes amidst Nickelodeon's 25th anniversary celebration. Comedy Central has renewed its scripted series Idiot Sitter for a 10-episode second season. The announcement was made Monday by Ken Alterman, the network's president. The synopsis reads, the first season follows Billy, a cash-strapped, straight and narrow Ivy League grad who reluctantly answers a babysitting ad to make ends meet, only to find out what is actually needed is a court-appointed guardian for Jean, an heiress under house arrest in her daddy's mansion. The duo will be moving on to their next adventure, a college campus, in Season 2. Created and executive produced and co-starring Jillian Bell and Charlotte Newhouse, the new run of episodes will debut in 2017. Bell and Newhouse said in a joint statement, "We're so excited to get to do this again. It's literally the most fun we've ever had in our lives. Hopefully the new college atmosphere will broaden our minds and teach us how to butt chuck." Actor and filmmaker Ricky Gervais says Life on the Road, the sequel movie to his iconic British mockumentary series The Office, is heading to Netflix in 2017. Gervais tweeted Tuesday, "You can only see #Life on the Road in the UK and Australia in cinemas this August. Netflix has it for the rest of the world for next year." In a separate Twitter post, Gervais says he hopes the first full-length trailer for the film will be ready to be released this Friday. Life on the Road updates fans of where Gervais's boss from Hell character David Brent is 12 years after the BBC series The Office ended. Now traveling salesman for Latchem, a cleaning and feminine personal hygiene products company, Brent hasn't given up his dream of rock stardom and is about to embark on a self-financed UK tour with his band Foregone Conclusion, a synopsis reads. Curb Your Enthusiasm will return to television for a 9th season. HBO programming president Casey Boyles announced the news in a press release Tuesday and confirmed series creator Larry David will return to star in the show. Boyles said, "We're thrilled that Larry has decided to do a new season of Curb and can't wait to see what he has planned." Curbing Your Enthusiasm premiered in 2000 and completed an 8th season in 2011. The series follows a fictionalized, over-the-top version of David as he lives and works in Los Angeles. The 68-year-old actor explained of his return in the immortal words of Julius Caesar, "I left, I did nothing, I returned." J.B. Smoove, who plays Leon Black, was optimistic about a new season while appearing on the Rich Essen show last week. The actor revealed David was thinking about coming back when they spoke on a recent telephone call. J.B. Smoove recalled, he said, "If I do come back, will you be available? Season 9 would be fabulous." David is best known as a co-creator on the NBC sitcom Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld. He most recently appeared on several episodes of Saturday Night Live as Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders. Star Wars The Force Awakens was reimagined in Lego form in a new trailer that debuted during Sony's E3 2016 press conference. The clip featured Lego versions of Force Awakens characters Rey, Finn, Kylo Ren, Han Solo, and more, along with recreated scenes from the film redone in the Lego series' signature comedic style. Kylo Ren is seen going through his Darth Vader-themed bedroom in anger after learning Rey's existence. A group of First Order stormtroopers are viewed putting on 3D glasses to view the activation of Starkiller Base, and Han Solo easily defeats a stormtrooper with a well-placed shot that pays homage to Indiana Jones. The trailer official synopsis reads, "Players can relive the epic adventure from the blockbuster film in a way that only LEGO can offer, featuring all of the storylines from Star Wars The Force Awakens, retold through the clever and witty LEGO lens." LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens will also feature scenes set before the film, bridging the gap between The Force Awakens and Return of the Jedi. Developed by TT Games, the title represents the studio's next installment in their popular LEGO Star Wars series that has already covered the 6 previous films in the franchise, including one title based on the animated series The Clone Wars. LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens will launch on June 28th for Nintendo 3DS, PS3, PS4, Vita, Wii U, PC, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Comic actor Kevin Hart says being the funny guy in high school helped him stay out of fights and make friends with students across all social strata. Hart will soon be seen in the action comedy Central Intelligence opposite Dwayne Johnson. Directed and co-written by Ross and Marshall Thurber, the movie follows Hart's Calvin, a former big man on campus who 20 years later is dissatisfied with his quiet life as an accountant. His world is turned upside down when he finds himself in the midst of an unexpected adventure as John's Bob, a one-time bully teenage misfit who went on to become a CIA agent, shows up in time for their high school reunion. Asked by UPI at a recent New York